Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have here an article for you and for me that I don't like. I don't like because I think this is a weasel way of saying we won when we actually did not win. I'm talking about the Russians. Remember, one of the four reasons why Russia started its special military operation in Ukraine was to demilitarize Ukraine. That was one out of the four. I know it was an unprovoked attack. I have to say that, because it seems like if you don't say that, then the Ukrainians are crying about it, as I will make a video on that article. Unbelievable. But let's stick with this one. What happened? I will read you the statement made by Mr. Peskov. And I disagree with that statement 100%, because if that's what you mean by what you say that you mean, then I'm very disappointed. I think that's a weasel talk. Here you have it. Sputnik. Ukraine demilitarization mainly completed. And I was like, what? How come? As Kiev using own weapons much less. Well, so you're saying that because the Ukrainians don't have their own production working, therefore no weapons of their own, they're demilitarized? And just because Putin said in the forum over there in St. Petersburg that mainly the Ukrainians are using Western weapons and they don't have their own weapons, that's called demilitarization or something? Is it militarization if you have weapons? Or it matters of what kind of production? Peskov, smack. Go back and clean your room, wash your butt, and put the underwear at the washing machine. God damn it. That's what I would do to Mr. Peskov if you were my... No, I can't do that. That's child abuse. No marks, no child abuse. Anyway, I'm just kidding here. So, that's the logic. What do you think? I think that's a big weasel talk. So let's say the Ukrainians have no arms industry anymore, but all the weapons they get, a lot of them, from NATO. Is that okay? Is that Ukraine demilitarized? I mean, it's so illogical that it makes me smack this guy with a flicker. Look at him. No, I don't think that was very smart, Mr. Peskov. Sneaky. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said on Saturday that Ukraine's demilitarization had been mainly completed as Kiev was using its own weapons much less and deploying more weapons supplied by the West. So, are there weapons over there? Yes. Oh, it matters? Oh my God. And I'm quoting, Ukraine was very militarized at the start of the special military operation. And, as Russian President Vladimir Putin said yesterday, one of the tasks was the demilitarization of Ukraine. Correct? In fact, this task has been mainly completed because Ukraine is using much less of its own arms, while it is deploying more weapons systems supplied by the West, end quote, Peskov told Russian broadcaster RT Arabic. So that means, let's say tomorrow Russia stops. Okay, we completed the operation. Ukraine is demilitarized. And Ukraine, let's say, has, 50,000 howitzers, 5,000 tanks, 500 HIMARS, 25 Patriot, and many other things, all made somewhere else, not in Ukraine. That means Ukraine is not militarized, correct? Correct, Peskov? Correct? Jesus Christ, people. Don't be weasels, man. On the subject of peace negotiations, Peskov said on Saturday that there are provisions of different Ukraine peace initiatives that do not correlate with the Russian stance and are unacceptable, but Moscow is ready for a dialogue with Kiev. Those provisions, I'm quoting, of different peace initiatives which do not correlate with our stance are certainly unacceptable for us, but we are open to dialogue unlike the Ukrainian side, end quote, Peskov told newspaper Izvestia. On Friday, during a visit from several African leaders, Ukrainian President, again, stop saying that, Zelensky reiterated that his country would not discuss an end to the conflict until Russian troops withdraw from what he claims are Ukraine's borders. Well, that's a different story. Right now I'm just clinging to this stupid statement made by Peskov. What do you think? What do you think? It's like they would say, well, Emil, let's demilitarize Emil. Let's take Emil's guns. Okay, we're going to take all, let's say, US-made guns, but let's say I have German guns. Does it still count that I'm militarized? Because I have German guns, I don't have American guns anymore. Is that okay? So let's say the Remington, Ruger, whatever, I'm not going to use Colt, because right now Colt is owned, I think, by a Czech company. But let's say something else, Smith & Wesson and other. All right? Is that, and all of a sudden I'm going to have what? Luger, and I'm going to have PPK or Walter, even though Walter right now I think is with Smith & Wesson together or something. But anyway, too knowledgeable. These guys are going to come over here and check me out. I'm just saying, I mean, the fact that you know certain things, it doesn't mean that, anyway, but now you know too much. Why do you know too much? And I'm not saying I know too much, but anyway, some people might think so. So am I still militarized because I have, let's say, German weapons, but I don't have American weapons? That's the logic of this guy. Oh no, they don't have their own weapons anymore. They have the Germans, but the Germans, the Americans, and the French, and the Brits, and everybody else's. But hey, they have more now. But because they're not Ukrainian or the domestic origin, they're demilitarized. Now I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But if you find the logic in this one, then yes, okay. I think this is a weasel way to say yes, we won. No, you didn't win shit. They're still shooting at you. You still don't do anything, so take it easy. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Mainly demilitarize my ass.